This video is brought to you by Gladiator Concealment. Link in the description box below. What's up guys, it's Michael and Kyle with AKM Tactical. We appreciate y'all watching. We're going to do a little review on the Core Essentials Trackline gun belt. This thing's awesome. I love it. I talked about mine in my EDC video because this is the belt that I'm wearing pretty much all the time now. It's great. It's great. It's 1.5. I've got some specs here that I was sent to kind of help as a cheat sheet to tell y'all about it. It has no belt loops. That's the first thing I want to talk about. It has no belt loops. It has this what's called the Trackline system built into it, and what it actually is it's like a ratcheting type material. And I'll do some close-ups of this stuff you'll see in the B footage. Alright guys, so we have the Core Essentials Trackline belt. I'm going to cut it the same length as my instructor belt, and if it's too much, if it's too long, then I'll just kind of trim. It's better to cut too little than too much. If you cut too much, then there you are, you're stuck with it. So if you take it and you cut a little at a time, then you can get it where you need to be. When you open it up, it's a real nice box, has their logo inside of it. Comes with a little slip of paper that tells you how to do everything, explains it all to you. I got rid of that for the video purposes. But this is the belt and the buckle that I'm going to use. And Kyle will have the other one. I'm going to get this out of the way. It all comes in this nice plastic wrap, so it's not all beat. Just take it out of the plastic wrap. Chunk that off to the side. And there's your belt. I'm trying to think probably the best way to do this. You take a pair of scissors, and I'm going to lay my instructor belt out. Or maybe I'll just do it like a circle. Do it like that, and it'll be easiest to do it that way. Alright, then I'm going to take my belt. Work with me here, guys. I'm trying to get this all the way that it needs to be. I'm going to take my Trackline belt, and I'm going to make it the same length, pretty much. So, I want to cut it about 46 is where I want to cut. It might be a little long, but like I said, it's a lot easier to cut some more off if you have to. So, you see it has these markings inside the belt that tells you where to cut. So you take a pair of scissors, wear it 46, and you just cut. Now the polymer insert is pretty stiff, so you got to kind of bear down and get a good cut on it. But there it is, and it's not like super flush, you can see, but that's probably okay. Take your belt buckle. Make sure that this little thing is flipped open. This little tab is flipped open. Take your belt buckle and slide your belt into there. If you feel like you're not getting enough material because you didn't cut it flat enough, you can always trim it if you have to. But you see, it goes up in there just fine. And push till it locks into place. And there you have it. Now your belt is ready. And the cool thing is, it just clips right in like this. You start pushing it in. You hear it. And then if you want to release it, there's your release tab to pull it out. It's a quarter inch increments, which is awesome. Even if you're a small guy, that's really cool. But being a big guy, a lot of times what happens when you're using a standard gun belt that has loops or whatever in it, you find that one hole is not big, it's not tight enough. So everything's slipping and moving around, and it's kind of falling down, and you end up having to pull your pants up and stuff all the time, or readjust or whatever. But if you could just tighten it up a little bit, it would make a difference. Well, you go to that next hole and it's too much. Then it's too tight, and then it's uncomfortable and it's painful, and you find yourself going back to wearing it a little bit looser. With those 1/4 inch adjustments, it gets rid of that because it's boom, one little click and it's in place where it needs to be. This thing is freaking sweet.
Ate too much at Thanksgiving?
Let
No
it out
problem.
a little bit. Yeah, absolutely. Let it out a little bit. Let's see. The belt is constructed using reinforced leather. It's 1.5 inches wide, so it fits through most of your all of your pants.
And if you're gonna buy a belt, guys, just from a our standpoint, don't go with the 1.75. Go with the 1.5.
Yeah,
because it'll fit most 90% of your your jeans and shorts.
Especially not like especially like your everyday carry belt. I mean, it's not any more narrow than most standard dress belts, and it's big enough that it'll hold. Well, I mean, we can show you right here. It'll hold everything you got.
And that's a dress belt. This isn't my my SOE EDC belt that's got the nylon fedora. I mean, this is a leather thin dress belt.
Yep, I'm gonna pull my stuff off here so I can just show it a little better.
But I mean, that's asking a lot. That's a fully loaded Glock 19 and a Glock 17 mag.
Yep.
Now most belts, when you hold them up in the air like this, the end will flop over it.
Yep.
Much less with a freaking gun on it.
Yep.
And we'll have to roll some B footage and show them just how thin the belt is.
Yeah, it is, and that's the next thing I wanted to kind of cover on it is because it's so thin, it's really comfortable for bigger guys. I don't think it'd be comfortable for anybody, but for you guys like me that are bigger guys,
well, that's where it's gonna be a bonus.
It's so thin, it doesn't poke you and get you like a normal belt would. But it actually has it's 2 pieces of leather that's sewn together with a piece of polymer.
And that's where it gets
to make it good and rigid. I mean that's what you want out of a gun belt. And this is a dress belt, an EDC belt, and that's one thing that they talk about is you want a belt that you can wear every day that doesn't scream that you have a gun. Not everybody that watches this channel, if you're like me, if you guys are just like me, nobody that watches this channel tucks their shirt in. But when you're running a nylon type instructor's belt, you really can't tuck your shirt in because, I mean, those belts just scream tactical. They scream, I've got a gun. It's never mattered for me because I'm not one to tuck my shirt in. But this is a belt I can wear to church. This is a belt I could wear with some nice slacks, and a nice shirt or a suit or whatever the case may be. This belt works for that, but it's also stiff enough and rigid enough that I can carry a gun. And not just a little pea shooter, I can carry a real gun. I mean a real gun. You can carry any gun you want to carry. It says on here that it holds up to 3 pounds. I would venture to say it probably holds more than that. But the actual website says that it'll hold up to 3 pounds. It says it's not a tactical belt, it's intended for EDC. It's ideal for inside or outside the waistband, and I do tend to agree with that. I think it would work great for either one. It's just a great belt. When you order it, now I don't know if they sent this special for us or if this is how they normally send, but when we got it in, we got 2 belts. We got a black and a brown and 2 buckles. I have seen every review I've seen of this that comes on the internet, even if it's a 1-person channel, they get a black and a brown. I guess I should have asked them.
I think I'm fairly certain though. You buy a black or brown belt and then you pick your buckle.
Yeah, that's probably how it works. But this is a good way for you guys to see what choices you get. I'll do some close-ups of that kind of stuff to show you like what kind of buckle you can get and that kind of stuff. Another really cool thing about this belt is that the size. Like you don't have to get on there, when we bought our SOE belts, like we had to get on there and order a size. And it says on the website, and I'm not knocking SOE, great. I reckon for EDC, like, or not EDC, but or even EDC belts, but for go to work belts, like what you got to do with like a nylon type belt, it doesn't get no better than SOE. It really doesn't.
Yeah.
But they tell you to order your pants size. Well, guys like me, I can go to one store and buy a certain size and have to go somewhere else and buy another size. So what I ended up doing when I ordered my belt size, I ordered my pant size, and it says if you're planning on losing weight to order a size smaller. I got a belt that was way too small. I can wear it, but it doesn't fit the way it should fit. The awesome thing about the Trackline is it comes to you in a 54-inch belt, okay? And what you actually do, I'm gonna take this off so I can show you. What you actually do, and I actually am gonna roll in a video of how to do this because I cut mine down on video, and it's crooked. You see how crooked this is. But it comes to you in a 54-inch configuration, and it actually has these little marks.
And they're numbered for you.
They're numbered on the inside, so you can figure what size you want to wear, what size you need, and you can cut it. And what I did was I cut it a little bigger than what I needed, and then if I needed to trim some off, I could trim some off. It's better to cut, not cut enough than to cut too much, because if you cut too much, then it's all over with. But
don't let your self-consciousness.
That's right.
Get the best of
it. Cut it big and trim it down if you need to.
Mine's cut big too.
Once you do that, you just slip your buckle on, press it into place, and it's there. It's not going anywhere. That's really awesome. It's really awesome, especially for big people, because what ends up happening is you try to find the size you need, you end up buying something, it's either too big or it's too little, and you have to send it back. Or if you can't send it back, like with SOE, if you get a belt that's the wrong size, you got to pay for them to ship it. You got to pay to ship it to them, get it shipped back to you, and for them to basically make you a new belt. It's not much. It's like $10, $20, whatever. But still, that's money you got to spend because you got the wrong size. Because they do tell you how to make sure you get the right size. Bigger guys like me, that is not always the case. It might say, yeah, you need to order a 2X. 2X don't always work, or 3X don't always, whatever, you know. So these belts come in a huge, huge belt that you can cut down. So that's really awesome for bigger guys. Let's see if there's anything else on here that I wanted to talk about. The buckles are very robust. They seem reliable. I don't think that it's going to be a problem. They're spring loaded. I don't see that the buckles. I really don't see that the buckles tearing up.
I like the way they look too, man.
And yeah, they're real classy looking. I do. I like the way they look. They don't look. They look good. They don't look stupid. They don't have a stupid look to them. They got a good look to them. They have a good dress look to them, but they also can be a casual belt. I mean, it really does cover every role well. It really does. Let's see, anything else? They have a 30-day money-back guarantee and a 1-year replacement warranty against any defects, unusual wear, or break. All right, so price on this thing. We were looking. You can pick your color, pick your buckle. You can go in and order just the leather pieces only. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do there. But for the belt, it's $59.95, $60. That's right on par with any belt out there. He was talking about another any good belt. He was talking about another company that's kind of like this.
Yeah, and I don't know a whole lot about their product, but I know it's the same idea. A belt that you can cinch down that has micro adjustments. And I believe it may even be the same ratchet type, setup. But it's a company. I guess it's not even important what their name is. But anyways, they're selling the belt for $100.
Yeah,
right about $100.
So I mean, $40 cheaper. Does the same thing.
And my SOE belt is in the same neighborhood as this belt as far as price.
Yeah. I mean, you can't ask for anything better for a dressy gun belt.
And buying a good belt, period, guys. Not even a gun belt, but if you're gonna go buy like a good belt that's gonna last you a while, that's $60 is a bargain.
Yeah,
We're not talking about going to Walmart and buying a Faded Glory $10 belt, which if that's all you can afford, then that's okay. But like if you're gonna go get something that's quality, that's as versatile as this is more versatile than my SOE belt. Now, granted, I wear my SOE belt more often because it's comfortable to me. It has, you know, a lot of robustness or whatever. But when it comes to like church, you know, dressy occasions, and really just when I was just going around testing out this belt, it was super comfortable. I noticed, like, I could tell, like, when I put on my SOE belt, like, I know it's there because it's a thick belt. And it's, I mean, that's what I want out of it. That's what I expect out of it. You know, I want to be able to run my sights off of it, which you can with this too, but I probably wouldn't do it because I wouldn't want to damage the leather unless it was a situation where, you know, I needed to. That would be a bad situation. That would mean one of my arms was down. But, yeah, you know, like I said, when I was, you know, going around trying it out, it was, I noticed how thin it was. It was comfortable. The buckle is doesn't have any sharp edges. Now it will, you know, it's not going to be comfortable when you got the Dunlap. If that's anything.
Yeah, but you just push it to the side.
Yeah, and I did wear mine to the side too, and that's another reason to cut it big.
Yeah,
is because you can do that easier. Because then you'll have a little more flap sticking out that it won't be like out like that. You know, I ran it with my EDC setup, with my knife, with this, you know, holster, and guys, I liked it. I did. I didn't know how I was gonna feel about it whenever we got it in. I thought it was cool. Like they, you know, contact, because I knew who they were.
Yeah.
Like I knew who they were, and my brother EDC's a belt just like this. It's not this brand, but it's the same concept.
Yep.
And I actually had to call him. I was like, dude, did you get, you know, where did you buy that belt from? Because I thought it was the same company, but it's the same concept. He wears it. He loves it. You know, this type of belt. And I mean, you've seen him on the channel. He's done some shooting with us. And you know,
he was in our bathroom etiquette video.
Yeah. I'd take a dump and carry a gun at the same time. It can be done. We do it all the time. But yeah, I mean, if you're looking for something that's versatile, that will, you know, that you can go to church with, that you can go to, you know, to work with, that you can just wear to the mall. You know, $60 for a gun that, you know, holds up like this, you know, that's a bargain.
Yep.
So,
and it does, guys. You know, I talk about it being for the big uns like me, but it does cut all the way down to a 28-inch waistband. So
skinny fellas can wear it too.
Skinny fellas too, and it cuts down smaller than that. If you're, I don't know anybody that would ever cut it smaller than that. It's just that's where they quit putting the little tick marks.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't. I mean, if you're smaller than that, ooh, Lord bless it. I mean, look at that, guys. I don't have anything bad to say about it. I mean, it is great for what it is, no doubt about it. And like we talk about all the time here on the channel, if it makes the cut for my EDC or Kyle's EDC, it's good product in our opinion. I don't just carry crap to be carrying it.
No.
So
Don't believe in it.
I put this thing on, I wore it one day, and I was like, oh yeah, this is me. This is me. So I wear it. I wear it every day. It's even my belt that I put on when I'm not carrying on my belt. Like my when I have my lazy man pocket carry days where I still carry a 26
today.
Yeah, I'm actually carrying that today. When I do that, I still put this belt on. You got anything else, man?
No, man, I like it, and you know, like I said, you know, I'm still, you know, carrying the SOE all the time. But whenever I want a casual belt, a versatile belt, something, you know, that every once in a while I do tuck my shirt in. You know, but and if I'm gonna go that route, then I like, and like I said, I just like the way it looks.
Yeah, it is. It's a cool looking belt.
I mean, you know, my cool guy stuff, the stuff that I hide under my clothes, like, you know, yeah, of course I think it looks cool too, but like the stuff that I wear out, you know, I mean, I'll have a certain style, you know, and I think this fits into just a clean cut look for you guys, business professional or whatever. I think, you know, that would fit in there, and that's the beauty of this belt, man. Versatility.
Yep.
Cinch it down, cinch it out, you know.
Yep.
Black, brown.
It's got everything you want.
Yeah.
Nothing you don't need.
That's right.
All right, guys, that's all we got. We appreciate y'all watching. Like, share, subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, put them in the comments box below, or jump over to the Facebook page. We can get into a more in-depth conversation there. We will leave links to Core Essentials website, and we'll also leave links to all of our social media outlets in the description box also. But we appreciate you guys watching, and y'all be safe.